Hey everyone, I am Lexi and we are back testing our parenting skills with 60 seconds Reatomized. We're going to have another go at this challenge and we are going to beat this challenge today. So before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go ahead and click on that button down below so we can be in this lovely community together. So like I say, we are going to test out our responsible parenting again. So we need to survive for 50 days and keep both of our kids alive and in the shelter. Okay, so it means that the kids can't go on their expeditions, which is fine. And we have no weapons either. So we'll see what happens in this episode. Okay, day 1. 49 left. Okay, so supplies. Okay, well, we've got radio, which is nice, as a soup, water, med kit, which is also nice, and gas mask. Okay, so supplies, not too bad at the minute. We all made it, even the children, especially the children. We must protect them from the horrors of the wasteland. They will be provided for and won't have to risk their necks for a can of soup. This has nothing to do with the fact that families with 2 or more children will be rescued first. No. Just that value is totally not connected to the army radio broadcast earlier. Oh, and absolutely no weapons or other sharp objects are permitted inside the shelter. The children might accidentally hurt themselves. You look away for 1 second and suddenly your child falls headfirst on an axe. We'd rather avoid accidents like that. Which, you know, that's fair. The rescue team comes in 50 days according to the emergency military broadcast. We'll just have to survive until then with only 2 explorers and no weapons. It's not going to be easy. Okay, so no one needs anything. So we've got 4 cans of soup, 4 bottles of water. We can't go on an expedition just yet. That radio has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree that on that, and if refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. No, we do not need to meddle with it. We meddle, we break. Silence. Communicate to each other. Okay, day 2. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. That's it. Everything will be just fine. Nothing new with Ted. Dolores is fine. Like the good scout to me is make the best out of the situation. It's always better when things are calm. Okay, so everyone is A-okay so far. We can go on an expedition. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness, but we're going to send someone out anyway. Okay, so Ted, you're going tomorrow. There's been some radio chatter about airdrops from the military. It's about time. All those taxes had to pay for a crate or 2 for us, right? Shall we head out to get them? Yes, we have the gas mask. Don't break the gas mask because we need it for Ted. Ugh. Knew it. God damn it, but we've got soup, more water, so we went to get the supplies and our gas mask got a bit damaged. Don't take it, don't stand under a supply drop crate when it's falling out of the sky, you dum-dum. The airdrop crate was we found wasn't exactly huge, but it contained a few supplies that would definitely help us. We were especially happy to find some water bottles and food cans. For a minute we thought it was canned meat. Ugh. But then we found out it was tomato soup. Yay! Our theory is that this whole country used to run on tomatoes and no one suspected a thing. Okay, Ted is thirsty, so is Dolores, Timmy and Mary Jane. They'll want some water, which we can do. It's a full bottle gone. So we were going to send Ted out, but our gas mask is broken now. This is a good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or 2. We sure could use some extra supplies, that's if we want to survive. I mean, we've got a med kit, worst case scenario, but let's send him out anyway. What should I send him out with? Because we haven't got the gas bars. We haven't got a map either. Let's send him out with some ammunition. Maybe I can trade it. Does it matter? Does it count towards anything different depending on what items they take out? Do you know what? You're just going to go empty-handed. What hands to carry stuff back with? Don't die, Ted. Okay. Ted is left with the surface. Okay, no one is thirsty or hungry. Coolio. There isn't a lot of space down here. We could smell everything when one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole. We felt pretty sick. Is the smell coming from the hole? It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? No. Let's deal with it. Because you'll get sick. Probably going to get sick anyway. Okay. We decided to ignore the hole, the stench, and anything that might happen because of it. We've taken enough risks already. We ended up feeling a bit unwell, and later on we heard something moving in the hole. See? You know, you don't want them mutant bugs or rats or whatever it is attacking you. A few hours after that, the smell was gone. Okay, so everyone is fine. Okay. No rations for nobody. Peculiar. It seems that the whole shelter has been shaken every couple of minutes, and it feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens. Here it comes again, and it's way worse. It's an earthquake. Hold on to something. Can I hold on to... There's 3 people. We should be able to hold on to everything. Okay, let's prioritize the radio. Oh god. Bye, flashlight, I guess. God damn it. We're just breaking everything. Okay, earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and a daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we've cleaned the place up. Okay. Food and water for Dolores. And for Timmy. And Mary Jane. God, they're so needy. Okay. Mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. Oh no, we're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are pretty grim. We could use spare ammunition or something else to get rid of every one of these pests. Spare ammunition? Well, we have ammunition, but it's not an option. And we're not allowed weapons. Okay, well, I guess we're going to lose some supplies then. Okay. Yeah, lost a tin of soup. That beast of a rodent won. It won and stole our food. Can or no can, at least we have each other, right? We're just worried it'll come back to finish what it started. Okay. The kids have been fighting lately. They miss running around and playing games with each other in their rooms, even though the shelter is way smaller than their bedrooms. There's some space in front of the table that seems perfect for wildly sprinting around and playing tag. Should we let them play? I think we should. Hopefully no one breaks a leg. Okay. Day 8. Okay. I think we're all good. Yeah? Ah! Book spray's gone. We should have seen it coming. Mary Jane and Timmy ran way too fast, and before we could stop them, they crashed into each other and fell to the ground, causing our supplies to fly in every possible direction. And they don't look guilty at all. They seem more cheerful. Good for them, but now someone has to clean up this mess. Dolores is in a good mood. Good. Tim is fine. Mary Jane is fine. Good. It's been a while since we showered. The smell in this tiny shelter is as far from razors as it can get. We had thought of washing ourselves. Too bad we didn't grab any soap along the way. But maybe we can make do with something else. I think we should keep our ammunition for the time being. We're gonna get sick. Oh, Ted's back. Probably sick. Definitely sick. Yep, everyone's sick. Okay, did you get anything? The world has added 2 kids about showering. We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It will be like a camping trip. It will. Oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke, don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the page. Ted has returned. Some additional supplies would help a great deal, but we didn't get anything. Ted, you're useless. Okay, Ted is really hungry. I'm tired. Dolores wants water. Okay, so everyone wants water except for Ted. Ted wants food. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for a bit. We've discussed everything we could and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We could do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Yes, the radio. At least we have the radio saved. Okay, 40 days to go. Okay. How fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Early 44 days and we can get out of this mess. Can't wait until we have an actual knives and other sharp objects around again. Trying to cut any package open without a cutting tool has proven very irritating, as it would be. Ted is hungry still. And he wants some water now. Okay, Dolores is also hungry. Okay, so there we go. We'll leave that expedition for a bit. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. We have a radio. Okay. Oof. Okay. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Oh, we put the radio on, did we? Okay, Ted is still hungry. Okay, still sick. Okay. Timmy is also hungry. And so is Mary Jane. God, Ted is just rattling through our supplies. Dolores might be fit enough to scavenge. Let's send Dolores out. Okay, this is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup, they're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back and they're bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on spiders. Well, you're not using the med kit because we may need that. Okay. We would have bug spray if the kids were more careful. We might be killing Dolores by sending her out, but oh well. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Oh no. Okay, Ted is finally no longer hungry. Dolores wants some water. So does Timmy, and so does Mary Jane. Okay. Water for all except for Ted. And we're sending Thingamabob out. Okay, you're going empty-handed. Good luck. Day 13. We're running low on supplies. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Fingers crossed. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is what he needs. Okay, Ted is thirsty. Okay. God, it really is going through our supplies, isn't he? We could use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply run, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. How about we have someone to rescue? Yes, go to me. Come back with some good stuff. He died? The last thing we expected was a giant explosion. We could hear the debris falling from the sky and hitting the sad remains of our house. The tank must have been a booby trap that contained volatile explosives. Why did we do it? Why? Oh no. We only lasted 2 weeks. Ugh. Challenge failed. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Worst one yet. Just not cut out of this parenting malarkey. Okay, we're gonna have another go at this. This is gonna be the one. We're gonna do it. Okay, day 1. No med kit. But we've got a map and a scout book and a random block. Okay. So we made it. We need to keep all the kiddies alive. Okay. Okay, there isn't a lot of space down here and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate? No, we shall not. Day 2. Okay. We decided to ignore the hole, the stench, and anything that might happen because of it. We've taken enough risks already. We ended up feeling a bit unwell, and later on we heard something moving in the hole. A few hours after that, the smell was gone. Okay, Ted is okay. Dolores is fine. Timmy is fine. And Mary Jane is fine. Okay, so we haven't got a gas mask, so we'll definitely get ill. So we'll wait for expedition. Okay, we've been hearing strange noises lately. It's coming from the outside, or is it something that came into the shelter with us? What could it be? We found nothing. We feel like we might be going crazy. We should probably get busy with something to keep us occupied. Okay, let's play some cards. Okay, day 3. Okay, having some fun made us forget about, what was it again? Okay, Ted wants some water, so does Dolores, so does Timmy, and so does Mary Jane. Water all around. Highly radioactive still, okay. Good news everyone, the government just announced they will be dropping crates filled with supplies in our area, finally. They are useful for something. We should head out to get those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing our protection gear might not be a bad idea. Well, we don't have any. You didn't give us any. Okay. Day 4. Okay. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. Okay, no one is thirsty. Good, good. Still irradiated. Okay, so we'll leave it again. We've discussed everything we could and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves. Listen to the radio. Okay. How fortunate we took the radio with us. We could probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Okay, Ted is fine. Dolores is fine. Timmy is fine. And so is Mary Jane. Okay. So radiation sickness. Okay, mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. This again. We're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are pretty grim. We could use spare ammunition or something else to get rid of every one of these pests. Why does this one come up when we have no weapons? That's the challenge. What are the achievements? 550 days, keep both kids alive. Okay. Day 6. The beast of a rodent won. It would have stolen our food. Can I know, can at least we have each other, right? We're just worried it'll come back to finish what it started. Okay, so Ted is hungry. I need watering. So does Dolores. And Timmy doesn't want any food. Okay. Fair enough. We're gonna have to send someone out. Okay, there's not much you can do in a tiny bunker. We need to fight the boredom, otherwise someone might feel like going out to admire the radioactive landscape or something equally crazy like learning about foreign geography. We need to do something. Play some checkers. Okay, day 7. Okay. A game of checkers, a cup of coffee, and a newspaper is all a 1950s band needs. There's no coffee down here, and the paperboard probably got blown up. Yay! Checkers. Okay, cool, yeah. So, Timmy is now hungry. Okay. We're going to send Dolores out, and she's going to take the map, and hopefully she's going to bring back some good stuff. Fingers crossed, because we need it. Okay, we are on day 8. Okay, Dolores is on her way to the service. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Timmy is no longer hungry. Ted is fine. Mary Jane is fine too. Okay, the problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here, and it doesn't seem like it'll get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? I think we should keep our bug spray for something more important. They're all going to get sick, but they'll be fine. They'll recover. It's only some smelly people. Okay. The world has ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to adapting. It shouldn't be hard. It will be like a camping trip. It will. Oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the page. Okay, so Ted is now thirsty, so is Timmy. Mary Jane also. Oh god, we'll have down to like our last bottle in a bit. Okay. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. We have none of these things. So we can't find out. Okay. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Okay, 40 more days. Gosh. Okay, Ted is fine. Timmy is also fine. Mary Jane is also fine. Okay. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were sorry sight and were asking and blah. They were sorry sight and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food or medical supplies. What have we got? I guess we could give them a tin of soup. Oh god. Someone's at the door. Who is it? Our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. It's a great feeling to help someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope they make it out there. Ted is now hungry. Shock. Mary Jane is hungry too. Oops. Okay. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our heads is not something we anticipated yet. This is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they were merry men and wished to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we should make some new friends. Should we let them in? Yes. Give us supplies. I was kind of hoping for some food and drink supplies, but I guess medkit is fine. Okay, so we had these weird people over. They were more than kind. They gave us a first aid kit and we spent a lovely afternoon together dancing and singing. Then they left. Okay, Ted is hungry, but he is thirsty. Timmy is also thirsty. Mary Jane is also thirsty. Okay. Dolores, we're counting on you. We know very little about what's going on outside. It would be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else has made it to safety. A radio could help with this, yes. Dolores. Okay. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. But I'm sure Dolores will still come back ill. Won't she? Okay, so Ted's fine. Timmy's hungry. Okay, so it's just Timmy. Oh, we're in our last rations. We were never a huge fan of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Mushrooms are amazing. Should we eat them? But you should not eat random shelter radioactive mushrooms. Day 14. This is where we died last time. Okay, we're very low on supplies. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wolf fungus is one of them. Definitely. Okay, Timmy needs to eat. Okay, so Timmy. Okay, it's easy to escalate silly arguments and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Oh God. Ah, Dolores, please have some supplies. Yes, you absolute angel, even if our map is now ruined. Okay, yes. We stopped arguing, but for how long? We're glad Dolores came back from the wasteland, yes. For all our daily bread and butter news, we always went to the small store next to the barber's. They had the most amazing clerk who always asked us to come again. We found it intact. Most food on the shelves were outdated and rotten. A lot of eggs were smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire until 2015. Good for us. We found a shelf with a big sign that read everything for 99 cents. The only thing left were bottles of water. Expensive. A gas mask was hanging on the wall. There was a sign next to it that read, "Is it safe?" A map took a beating during our expedition. It's nearly unusable now. Only nearly unusable. Ted hasn't recovered. Okay, so Ted is hungry and thirsty again. Okay, he wants some water. Timmy wants some water as well. So does Mary Jane, and she wants food. Dolores is also hungry. Okay, so Ted is hungry. I've forgotten all the other people now. Okay, Timmy wants some water. So does Mary Jane. She wants both. Okay, hungry. Mary Jane wants both. And Timmy is hungry. God, short-term memory is shocking. Timmy just wants water. Okay, there we go. Ted might be able to survive. Well, Ted, you're going out. Who ate the soup? When cooked in our daily supply can, we've noticed that a soup can was missing. It was that big rodent that attacked us. We're absolutely sure it was there just yesterday. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief. Now we just need to figure out who the culprit is. Who ate the soup? Probably Ted. We're not going to accuse people. Everyone's sick. In close quarters. Okay. Whatever happened to our precious soup, we'll let it go. One can isn't worth the drama and arguments that would ensue, and we really don't have enough evidence to figure out who it is. Maybe we just made a mistake when counting. We'll never know for sure, but if someone did steal it, they'll be taking their secret to the grave. Okay. Ted is finally no longer thirsty or hungry. Dolores now needs some food and water. Okay, food and water. Okay, Ted, you're going out. What else could you take? Just take the scout book. Maybe it'll help. He's already sick, so Hopefully he comes back. God. Okay, Ted has left. Sickness. She's not hungry. Okay. No one needs anything. Opening in the name of freedom came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open up? Sure. Radio? Hello? Day 18. Okay, what happened? We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked us if we're the Reds. We've never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all this, but we took their word for it. Okay, Dolores is still sick. She can't sleep. Timmy is still sick. Timmy wants some water. Mary Jane wants some water. It's fine. What's that? Did the radio static just drop for a moment? Let's try tuning in on that signal. Sure. We're going to break the radio. No, we didn't break the radio. That's good. Okay, nothing and nothing. We could head nothing but the annoyed static, but better luck next time, okay? She can't get a good night's sleep. Dolores is hungry and thirsty. Timmy is also very hungry. Okay, Timmy is hungry and thirsty. Okay. What's that sound? Oh, there's something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about that manhole in the corner? We're only just discovering a manhole? Okay, well, we don't have any of these things. Okay. Is that the door? Someone at the door again. Going into a tight dark tunnel is not a good idea, especially with those weird noises coming from it. They're giving us the creeps, even up here. Okay, we never thought we could spend a whole 20 days together in close quarters like that. Pre-apocalypse, we couldn't spend an afternoon with each other without some sort of argument or one of us almost going crazy. Only 30 more days, this will end. Okay, okay, everyone is okay. There's a man on our doorstep and he wants to be our friend. At least that's what he says. He looks harmless, although he seems to have acquired an extra pair of arms as a result of some weird mutation. He shows us we will not get sick and asks us for our help. If we could provide him and his group with some supplies, they will be repaid by helping us fight off the next raiding party that comes our way. Should we accept his offer? What have we got? Should we give him a bottle of water? Save our food, give him a bottle of water. Okay. And pray that Ted comes back with something. Come on, Ted, you can do it. Okay. Whether it was pity. What? Whether it was pity or just fear of bandits, we're not sure, but in the end we agreed to his terms. We will be calmer knowing that someone else is looking out for us, especially someone with so many arms. We can't just sit around while Dolores is sick. She still can't sleep. Timmy is still sick. He just needs a drink. Mary Jane is hungry and thirsty. Okay, drink and food. Okay. Where did that green puddle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now, and no one packed a mop. What should we do? Gas mask. Is that gonna destroy our gas mask? We'll find out. Day 22. And our gas mask is still okay. That's good. Ha! Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. Okay. Dolores is finally rested. She needs a drink. Okay. Mary Jane is hungry again. We'll just fed her. Okay, so you want water, you want food. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe someone's secret stash of soup. Should we go check? Yes. Dolores, you go. Oh, is that Ted back? What did you get, Ted? Ah, you got a new map. You lost that book, though. Ah, how dare he. Okay, this treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun despite taking place in a radioactive dump that is our town. More importantly, though, it was successful as we managed to find a small package. Whatever is it will definitely prove useful. Okay, so we've got a map. Ted has returned. Our expedition was able to get to a local hospital. It appears that the blast blew up some of the upper floors beds with some patients still on them, and shreds of medical equipment were lying all over the place. However, after exploring the first floor, we concluded that the majority of people inside evacuated the building in time. The canteen had a respectable supply of tomato soup. It looks like this was the only thing they fed the patients. Now we're 100% sure it's healthy. Yes, because of course, if it's fed in a hospital, it is absolutely healthy. There were plenty of bottles of liquid in one of the wards. Peroxide and not water is water, and beggars can't be choosers. That scout book handbook was really useful. Too bad we lost it during the expedition. Okay, Ted is still sick, tired. Ted is now hungry. We can't just sit around while Dolores is sick. Okay, hungry. Parents are hungry. Timmy is also hungry. Okay. Hungry. Okay, so let's do another expedition and send Dolores out. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there is any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and the owners started growling in the most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. Shut the door. Bless you. Day 24. Okay, we felt it was too risky to face whatever horror awaited in the shadows. We did what any sane person would do. We shut the door. The creature was gone the next morning. Okay, Ted is now hungry, and he wants some drink as well. Dolores is fine, but he wants some water and some water, food and drink. Dolores, you are off outside with the map. Yes, get us some supplies. We've got many more days left. 25, halfway there. Okay. Good luck, Dolores. Okay, Ted is tired, no longer hungry, no longer thirsty. Okay. We could have sworn that huge puddle of water wasn't there earlier, and there goes another one. Oh, damn it, we're getting flooded. Let's grab some of our supplies before they start flooding. Grab the radio. Okay. Day 26. Ah, a knock at the door. Another one. Ah, it is flooded. Okay. Well, at least our radio's fine. Our cards have gone. The radio was rescued before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It wasn't long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it had done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that spell? There's always a funny smell. I mean, I know you're in the apocalypse, but there's always a funny smell. Okay, Ted is still ill, tired. Okay. Okay, so we can exchange our bug spray for a bottle of water, but hopefully Dolores is going to come back and she's going to have some supplies. So a stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of good stuff by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to barter for items he requires. No, thank you. We are on day 27. Okay. We've refused to trade. Hopefully we made the right choice. But the trader is not happy about this. Ted is still sick. Ted is hungry and wants more water. Okay, so does Timmy. Okay, so food and water all around then, I guess. It's not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help thinking about what can we make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some forsaken hole like Toronto? Okay. Day 28. Okay. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. Okay, so he's not thirsty or hungry. Neither is Timmy. Neither is Mary Jane. Good. Okay, we have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Aunt Ada. She lives in the country, so there's a good chance she's still configuring her cow counting machine and not worried about nukes raining down on her hen house. Too bad we don't have any photos of her, or do we? We put some photos in into books a while ago after the giant coffee spill incident. Don't have the scrapbook because somebody lost it. Is that another knock at the door? Timmy, you okay? Okay, Timmy's behaviour is odd. You don't say. And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Okay, Ted still hasn't recovered. He wants to rest. Okay. The wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of the door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? No, because we don't have any. "20 days to go. Can we do it?" We could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. Has it been 30 days already? We're still holding out, but for how long? The rescuers better come when they promised, or else. Okay, so Ted wants water. Timmy hasn't recovered his full mental competence. We wish we could help him somehow. How about getting him a drink? Okay. So water all around then. Yep. Awesome. Come on, Dolores. The boredom and silence are overwhelming. Too bad we don't have a TV to keep us occupied, but maybe we could take advantage of some of our supplies and pretend they're props on a movie set. We're not allowed weapons. You should know this. Okay, we don't have a briefcase. Dolores. Okay. The map's safe. Okay, Ted and Mary Jane seemed let down, but we have more important things to do than play theatre right now. Okay, so we've got the map intact. When walking aimlessly among the ruins, it's not unusual we're drawn to places we knew and loved. Even though we weren't specifically looking for it, we found ourselves in front of our favourite bowling alley. The bar didn't have much to offer, some rotten salads, a bunch of burnt peanuts, and for some reason a cowboy hat. Did we get the cowboy hat? I bet we didn't. We were happy to find a secret stash of soup cans under some rubble. 3 cans. Nice. Ted is hungry. Shock. Dolores is also hungry. Okay. Timmy is acting really weird than usual anyway. Okay, food all around except for Timmy. Awesome. Ted isn't the best, but yes, let's send him out. Okay, traveling salesman paid us a visit today, introduced himself as Willie. Apparently business can do well even after the end of the world. Okay, no thank you. Come on, Ted, we're counting on you to keep this thing going. Okay. That salesman seems very friendly, but he didn't have anything that was of interest to us. Ted is no longer hungry, finally. Dolores wants some food and some water. Timmy is now hungry. Okay, so what did Dolores wants? Food and water. Okay. And Timmy wants some food. Okay. Okay. We're gonna send Ted out, and he's gonna take the map, and hopefully he's not gonna destroy it this time. Good luck, Ted. Day 33. Okay, Ted is gone. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness, and we're not going to. She's no longer hungry. Timmy is acting really weird. But he wants some water. Mary Jane also wants some water. Okay. If we care about the future of our kids, we need to start homeschooling Timmy, or maybe shelter schooling is the right choice of words these days. We need to provide him with some reading material as soon as possible. Well, we don't have a scrapbook because somebody lost it. Okay, let's play checkers, I guess. Day 34. 16 days to go. We could do this. Good thing we have these checkers that contain an instruction sheet. Perfect reading material for a young boy like Timmy, who would have anticipated that reading those 3 sentences too many times over would fry his brain a little bit. Poor Timmy. But he's not in the best mental state at the minute, as it is. Dolores can't sleep. Still worried about Timmy's state of mind. And he's also really tired now. Okay, no one needs anything. Great. Alarm! There's a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognize some of them. They used to be in our neighborhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of the neighborhood anymore. But they are very serious about angrily waving their heavy flashlights. We need to do something before they break in and take everything we have. Lock it. Lock it. We're not getting robbed again. Okay. We didn't think that small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole breaking in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other super-hungry barbarians. Okay, so Dolores is thirsty and hungry. Okay, Mary Jane is also quite hungry. Okay. Hungry, thirsty. Okay, someone paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful red-haired woman accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her guard. She told us that she was a trader and eagerly showed us the items she'd brought along. Okay, well, we don't have any of this. It's a shame we didn't have cards to get the suitcase though. Bless you. Okay. Day 36. It was hard to turn her down because of that damn cheerfulness, but we did it anyway. The woman seemed a bit disappointed and tried to offer us schematics for some weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like any of us have any tools around here anyway. Dolores is still sick and still can't sleep. Okay, Timmy wants some water and food. And Mary Jane wants some food as well. Come on, Ted, bring us back the goods. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we'll keep at peace, or else we might need to act like wolves. Survival of the fittest and all. Oh, Ted's back. What did you get us? Anything? What did you get us? We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope that help comes soon. 13 days, guys. Okay, so we've got Matt. We never like people who boarded long distance buses with baggage full of food, especially the kind that smelled bad. But in our current situation, we will be more than happy to find suitcases filled with canned soup or even smelly cheese. Our local athletic teams were preparing to depart for a championship taking place somewhere in the boondocks. Their bus was full of refreshing water and spare shoes. Unfortunately, none of them were matched for us, so we just took all the water bottles. Okay, so we got some water, but we could really do with some food. Ted hasn't recovered. Okay, he's hungry. Dolores can't get a good night's sleep. Okay. So it's just Ted that wants some food. Okay. No one could go out yet. Our town used to be quite very quaint and friendly place before the blast. One of the town's folk we often recall is the old man Jim, who would sometimes limp through our streets. Turns out he's alive and well and still homeless. Some things never change. He clearly misses us as much as we miss him. He's been banging on our shelter door for the past few hours, asking whether we want to buy a rock. Yeah? Sure. Oh God, what are we gonna lose? Did we get the rock? Old Man Jim was always lovely and friendly to everyone, so of course we opened the door and fulfilled his request. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free, which we were happy to hear. A nice rock is a good thing to have, but we don't think we will be able to trade any of our supplies for it, even if it brings luck. Even if it brings luck like he claimed. Okay. Ted is hungry and thirsty. She's still tired, Dolores, but she wants water. Timmy needs rest, but a few more days and he will still... Timmy is a bit of a crazy kid, but a few more days and he will stay crazy for good. Should we give him some... Should we use the med kit? Okay, Dolores wanted water. Ted wants all the supplies as usual. Oh God. Okay, we're using our med kit. We're not... Okay, we can't send anyone out. Anyway, we're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins at the local retirement home. They must have some supplies and, in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of our young family is the most important thing in the world, right? Okay, so if we go and do this, we're probably going to get, like, beat up, aren't we? And then we'll need our med kit, which we just used on Timmy. Let's go out anyway. Just knock at the door. Ah, all of our food is gone. We got robbed, didn't we? Yeah. We went, got what we needed and came back. We're probably sure the group will just be fine. Most probably, yeah, absolutely. This is what we got? You are joking. During breakfast, we realised that some of our rations were missing. Our first instinct was to blame the communists, but we soon realised the real culprit is in fact Timmy. Apparently he's become completely paranoid. He keeps muttering about how we're starving him on purpose and he's giving us really hostile looks. Oh God. Ted hasn't recovered and he's still really tired. Dolores is sick and tired. Dolores wants some food. Okay, Timmy still hasn't rested. Timmy was killed, so water for Timmy would be nice. Mary Jane's just got nuts as well. Okay, so Mary Jane wants some water. Timmy wants some water. Dolores wants food. Ted is fine. Oh God. Oops. I don't think this is going to be successful either. We've got 11 days to go. You would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What in the hell is that? We're not giving him any water. We've got 10 days to go. I don't think we're going to make it. Okay. We were sorry to explain we didn't know what a water chip was and that we didn't have one. He thanked us in a few short words and left. Only 10 days to go until the planned rescue. Hopefully we can make it until that without any problems. We're so close. How did we even manage to fend for ourselves for so long without any actual weaponry, right? Something. Ted is still sick. Dolores is sick, but she's rested. Okay, cool. So we can send her out hopefully. Okay, Timmy has rested. Mary Jane still isn't completely sane. It feels as before there's not much we can do, but she is hungry. Tuba was bad enough, but this coffin is even worse. Okay, so yeah, she is hungry, and Dolores is rested. Okay, who is hungry? Okay, yeah. Right, we are sending Dolores out. Come on, you can do it. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the servers? We'll probably listen to it, but we're better children. Sure. Oh God. Okay. Timmy looks fine now. I think he's okay. Okay, we were relieved at first, but we figured out it wasn't serious. We heard, turned out it was the Canadians, which isn't that much better. Either way, the foreigners couldn't understand what they were saying, not a word. How disappointing. Okay, so Ted is trying to go through all of our supplies still. And she needs water. Mary Jane is no longer hungry. Okay, is very hungry, but he's no longer crazy. Ah! Did someone else want water? Yeah, she wants some water. We're sending Dolores out and she's gonna take the map. So Ted's probably gonna die because we can't feed him. We've only got 8 days to go. There isn't enough food to go around, even Ted has nothing to eat. But he isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane wants some water, so just Timmy. Sometimes a sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us, to sing and play and have cute mutated animals come to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White, shall we? Hell yeah, may as well. 7 days ago, we just need to make it a week. Well, we certainly got the bugs. Oh God. Be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What we're supposed to do with them now? Ted, you're gonna have to go hungry, I'm afraid. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. No longer thirsty. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turned into Atomville. We need some food. Day 44. We're not going to make it, are we? Ted's going to die. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Okay, Ted wants some water. Oh, Mary Jane is now hungry. Okay. That fucking roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. Yeah, play them a song. Train them to get us food. Ah, no! What? Mary Jane! You monkey! If you can't beat them, join them. We figured the roaches are craving more of our music, so we fulfilled their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating foot shapes on the floor. Then all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in groups carrying supplies on their strong mutated backs. Insane. Looks like we made some new friends. Disgusting mutated radioactive friends. They bought us supplies and we could have made it to the end, but Mary Jane... When Mary Jane's sickness got worse and we weren't able to provide her with medicine, she decided it's time to kill whatever she had on her own. She left a note saying she's not coming back, so she never even liked our town to begin with. Mary Jane, no! We're going to miss you, as well as our rescue day. Looks like we won't be getting out of here anytime soon. Mary Jane, you absolute letdown. We were so close as well. Challenge failed. So close. I guess I really am not cut out to do all this parenting stuff. Can't keep 2 kids alive. Oh, but we're so close as well. Day 45. We only had 5 days left. And we just got more supplies. I was waiting for Dolores to come back. Never mind. So I'm gonna leave this here now. You guys seem to be enjoying this game, but we have done a few challenges and we have done the main storyline now. So yeah, just let me know if you want to keep seeing more of these videos, whether you like the challenges or you want to see more of the main story again. Just let me know in the comments down below, or like this video to let me know. And I shall see you in the next one. This has been so much fun though. It is a fun little game. Even though a lot of the days are repetitive, there are still some new days coming in that I haven't seen before, and new challenges that I haven't seen before. So it's still fun to play. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye everyone.